Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Market Minute with Jake. I am your host, Jake Eldridge with Realty One Group Eminence. And in today's Market Minute, we are discussing the real estate activity for Carson City, Dayton, Washoe Valley, Pleasant Valley, and Moundhouse, Nevada for June 8th, 2021. If we take a look at that real estate activity, there's currently 67 homes actively for sale in these regions right now. 40 out of that 67 indicated that they would be eligible for FHA financing. I always make note of that because many buyers out there are not only taking advantage of the historically low interest rates that are being offered right now, but in addition to that, some are using FHA financing so they can put as little as 3.5% down as the down payment towards the purchase of that new home, when it used to be that sometimes you had to come up with upwards of 20% as your down payment in order to purchase a home. So when we dive into the numbers, again, there was 67 total homes actively for sale in these regions. The highest list price was at $4.2 million and the lowest list price at around $198,000. There was one home in that $100,000 to $200,000 price range. 5 homes with a list price between $200,000 and $300,000. 13 homes with a price point between $300,000 and $400,000. 11 homes priced between $400,000 and $500,000. 14 homes with a price point between $500,000 and $600,000. 4 homes priced between $600,000 and $700,000. 4 homes between $700,000 and $800,000. 5 homes between $800,000 and $900,000. 1 home between $900,000 and $1 million. 6 homes in the $1 million to $2 million price range. 1 home in the $2 to $3 million price range. 1 home in the $3 to $4 million price range, and 1 home in the $4 to $5 million price range, with nothing over that $5 million mark for the region. So when I break those numbers down, it indicates that the median list price for a home right now in Carson City, Dayton, Washoe and Pleasant Valley, and Moundhouse, Nevada for June 8th, 2021 is sitting at about $550,000. If we look at the average, that goes up to about $725,000. And if we take a look at the days on market activity for the region, the current median days on market is only at 12 days, and the average not much higher at only 27 days. Because of this and limited inventory, I definitely recommend that you do 2 things if you are actively searching for a home to buy right now. First and foremost, make sure that you are looking at anything that drops into the MLS in a new status. That's going to be the most recently listed homes for sale. And then secondly, keep your eyes on anything that's in a back on market status. What that means is that the home sellers actually had already accepted an offer to purchase their property, but for whatever reason, the buyer backed out of the transaction. It could be simply because their financing fell through. It might be because of home inspections. It could be due to appraisals. There's quite a few factors that can sometimes result in a buyer backing out of a transaction. But obviously, that means that the sellers are very likely to accept an offer and try to get back into contract as quickly as possible. And there might be a little bit less competition. So again, make sure to keep your eyes on that back on market status as well. What I always do is run the numbers just based on those 2 statuses of new and back on market. Out of the 67 homes that were actively for sale, 22 of those fell into that category of new or back on market, and 17 out of that 22 did indicate they would be eligible for FHA financing. The highest list price was at about $1 million, and the low list price at about $198,000. There was 1 home in the $100,000 to $200,000 price range, 2 homes in the 200 to 300,000 price range, 7 homes in the 300 to 400,000 price range, 3 homes in the 400 to 500,000 price range, 5 homes in the 500 to 600,000 price range, 1 home in the 700 to 800,000 price range, 2 homes in the 800 to 900,000 price range, 1 home in the 1 to 2 million price range. Nothing over that $2 million mark. So when we break those numbers down simply based on the new status or back on market status, the median list price seems to be at about $476,000 and the average only at $508,000. So that is it for today's Market Minute with Jake. As always, if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to click that like button. If you have family or friends who might actively be searching for a home to purchase right now, or who need help with the sale of their existing home, I'd love the opportunity to talk to them. So please feel free to tag them in this video as well. There is a few ways you can get in touch with me. First and foremost, you can call me on my cell phone 7 days a week at 775-378-4976. You can email me at jakeeldridge32@gmail.com. Or if you are watching on Facebook, simply click that send message button, and you can use Facebook's messenger service to send an instant message with your questions, and I am always happy to answer that way as well. So thanks again for watching today, and have a great night.